Alright, we're back. Let's see what we can do here in the mid-season classic. That's cool.
Angels, Thursday at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on FS1. The award-winning ultimate high-tech game of tag with pinpoint accuracy up to 400 feet. Just choose a team. All new MclBlaster's compact size means you can gain the element of surprise. Laser X lets you know when you can hit hands when you need to reload.
What?
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the mid-season classic.
Oh my god, I want that.
Always a pleasure to be along the coast of Maine, Lighthouse, Pointe to be exact. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank, this is sure to be another exciting day of golf out there. What are the challenges facing our players today?
The length of the golf course for a start, Rich. This golf course just under 7,700 yards. It's one of the longest ones you'll play. And of course the cliffs, that's why it's called this, they certainly are in play. There is one double green out there, that's the 10th and the 13th hole, they share the same green. Lots of great design features, and you've got it on a prime day in great condition. So enjoy the round and make sure you feast on the vistas as well.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut. Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it? Rich, these players aren't getting a reprieve with the wind right now.
Right from the start, the winds have been kicking pretty good.
Yeah, but at least it's presenting that challenge for the players that don't get every other day.
This will test the player. I mean, it's one thing to play with no wind in perfect conditions, but as we know, golf is a game of variables.
Yeah, and better strike will be rewarded today.
That one ends up in the rough.
That went sideways.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Frank, it's not about getting the ball close to the hole. From that spot,
well, he had no chance to get it close. I thought he had very, very, very little chance of getting it on the green. So given that, that was a very good shot.
Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Right off the bat.
There's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Well, with that drop shot, moves to 1 over for the tournament. Now at the second here at Lighthouse Point, Frank, this is some tough par 3.
If you want to try and really break the hole down and be a purist here, Rich, you'd like to hit a little cut into this green, something that moves away from the water and the cliff back towards that bunker. That would be the perfect shot to hit. But such a difficult par 3. Anything on the green would be good.
Where'd it go? What happened? Out of bounds.
Frank, this is where a round can get away.
Where did it go? It didn't even.
Yeah, that shot's never going to come back now. So he doesn't want to compile the error.
Now on his third shot after being
penalized. What keeps happening?
Out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break really, Rich, on that last shot. It just got away from him.
What is going on? It's disappeared. What the
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, once you hit double the par, it's time to just pick up and move on.
That's not fair. It just kept glitching.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo back with you at the third hole here at the Cliffs. And this is a hole that offers up a chance to put a red number on the board, Frank.
It certainly does. A good drive finding this very narrow fairway will certainly give you the opportunity to reach the green in 2. Stray a little left, either with the drive or the second, and all of a sudden you might realize this par 5 has teeth.
out of the sand and back on the fairway.
Yeah, good shot. Just really utilized that little bit between the ears. Realized he couldn't reach the green and instead opted for fairway.
Get down. Lay down. What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea. Another good swing. Another good approach shot.
Did you say not a good swing? Not a good approach shot?
Frank, you can see by the reaction.
That was the best shot on the whole
It has been that kind
hole.
of week. Just a few too many pars. Now back over to the fourth. Frank, you know this. You can't win a tournament in the first round, but you can lose it. As we catch up with our featured golfer, they need to turn this around just to make the cut.
And turn it around now.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Second shot coming out of the rough here. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position.
What the?
Well, the fourth hole looks like it's going to claim another victim.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Oh my God.
So a drop shot. Now the fifth hole, par 4, 481 yards.
Find the fairway, and it's a fairly generous one, and you should have a shot where you want a nice lofted one over that front bunker to land softly on the green.
In the fairway, down there about 290. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. There's out of bounds over there.
He needs to get lucky. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
This would be a good time to reverse the slide. 5 over par on the day. Par 3/6 is relatively short, 198 yards, Frank.
But this one, really, you've got to go airborne here. That bunker that protects the left side and front, you've got to carry that and get it to land soft so it doesn't skip through the back of the screen.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
All right, so green side bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really, you have to look at the amount of green you've got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
And who knows what this young standout can do. Every time you think they're going to back off, bang, they come right back. There's a birdie inside the cut line. Par 4 7th, only 370 yards. Frank, decision to be made off that tee.
It is. I walked this hole, Rich, to the narrowest point of the fairway. It's 278 yards. And if you want to carry that left side, you're going to have to be strong, 300 yards. So really, I don't know if driver's the play. Maybe even 3 wood's too much. You might have to throttle back even further. So the hole might be short. You just might get a little bit of a longer second shot than what the scorecard would normally allow you.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole. Again, in the bunker. In the green side bunker, Frank, little bit of a problem.
That's a big green. Just managed to get it smack bang in the middle of it.
Settles in over the putt. Chases that in for par to stay at 4 over. Now another par 3. We're at the 8th. Frank, it's only 165 yards.
It is, but when you look at the green, you can see how narrow it is. Actually, the green is nearly a figure 8, so it's obviously the right number hole. Bunker's sort of short leftish and that little pocket area on the right, so it'll punish anything left or right, even though the hole's just that meager yardage.
Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Frank, how about that?
Well, can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead. Straight in. Amazing shot. And really deserves it.
We move to the 9th hole, and we begin to go inland, Frank. I'll miss some of the views along the ocean. I won't miss the nerves with the potential of a golf ball sailing off into the Atlantic Ocean. That said, par 5, you think about a scoring opportunity, but then I look at the scorecard, and it says this is the number 6 handicap hole. That's pretty tough.
It is, and the reason why is there's trouble both sides of this fairway, and that's normally sand and cliffs, and the designer's really thrown the boat out. Excuse the pun, we are on the coastline here. This whole dog legs to the left, and ideally you just sort of like to go fairway, fairway pitch. That's the prudent way to play the hole, but of course everybody likes to chance the driver and reach the par 5 and 2. Miss, pay the price.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. So, Frank, after a difficult day, he's starting to move in the right direction.
There's been like 2 different players, Rich. The one we saw early on in the round, I did not recognize. But all of a sudden, it's starting to look like the player we named. Chance for back-to-back birdies.
Get in. Yes, good putt. Now on the 10th hole here at the Cliffs at Lighthouse Pointe as we begin our trek homeward here at this magnificent golf course. This one puts a little fear into you, Frank. I'm looking at a par 4, and it's almost 600 yards. Help.
Help, you're going to need it, that's for sure. And one of the things they've done to help you is a big elevated tee, so that'll at least chew some of the yardage off. Hopefully the prevailing breeze is also at your back, which might shorten that number up. Pretty generous fairway. Try and take those bunkers out of play with the big hefty club. And when you get on the green, you're going to realize there's 2 greens here, Rich. 10 shares the same green as 13.
Now his 3rd, staring right at the green. Well, that is a ball striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Needs birdies at some point, but will take the par to stay at 2 over. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards, and more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making driver almost too much club or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. So 1 over par for the round. Moving on to the 12th hole now. Par 4, 439 yards. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Second shot now from 160 yards.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. One over for the day. On to the 13th, and Frank, I love golf courses where you run into something you've never seen before. I have never played a par 5 of 700 or more yards.
Oh.
Here it is.
What? How'd that go straight? And look at the analog thing. That
Interesting, with
was
the
worse than
almost
other ones that went
space-age advancements
some of
in
the other
golf
ones that
equipment,
went
what
dead
with
straight,
new,
and all
lighter
of a sudden
materials, and with the increased focus on
left,
fitness
and that
and
one-
strength, players are hitting the ball
I don't get it.
longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Ready for his third shot. Needs to hit this close.
Come on.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with
Could
that.
have went to even on that, man.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. All right, no damage done. Stays at 1 over par with that putt. Now at the par 3 14th, over another body of water. Frank, you could make some big numbers on this golf course. I would think if you walk out of here today having shot under par, you have to be really happy.
Certainly is big boy golf playing around the cliffs at Lighthouse Pointe, Rich. And this is another example here at this beefy par 3, 240 yards. You can see Lake Zimmer protects the front of this green and to the right. That's obviously where they get all their irrigation water from. But it's enough green left of the flag here. That's really what you're going to be looking at, that front left section.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That was not a very good read right there. Now a 7-footer. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. The round continues at Lighthouse Point, and Frank, the 15th hole is a par 4, only 387 yards. That one is bunker bound, it looks like.
Kidding me.
And yet again, he has hit it off the tee and into the bunker. And this attempt will be from about 130 yards.
What the heck just happened?
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. 115 yards left. Frank, what's that, a good 6-iron for you? Well, this is the kind of strong wind that will really test a player.
Oh, my God.
It's tough to take an extra club out of that lie, Rich, because it's always in the back of your mind. If you hit it properly, it's going to email the green.
He gave that one everything he had. I mean, really gouged it, and still, it was short. That was well done, and now a very short putt to get out of here with a bogey.
Well, it could be a lot worse, that's for sure. 5 minutes ago.
So, 2 over par for the
glitch on the 1 hole, dude. I would have.
And another fun hole here at Lighthouse Point. It's the last par 3 on the back 9 as we begin this closing stretch. 241 yards downhill, par 3 16th.
Oh, frig.
Well, no other way to say it, Frank. That's just an awful shot.
Bad. Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. The shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Well, that's what the great ones do. From the rough, they use their skill and their strength to get it out and get it close. Not his best effort right there. That's a bogey, and now 3 over. Well, Frank, I love this par 5 17th. Not only is it fun to play, but if you head over the Juniata Crossway Bridge ahead, you can find Brent's Lobster Shack, which is one of the best lobster rolls I have ever had. And you know, they specialize in that up here in Maine. But what a hole. Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
He's set up for his 3rd shot, looking to get it on the green with this. Birdie try up next. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. We've made it at last to the 18th, partner. What a finishing hole.
It is. It's a tee shot you have to respect. That fairway goes on that sort of 60-degree angle towards the left, so you have to know how far you fly the ball, and of course you can't afford to miss hit your tee shot. But a good tee shot. Let's talk a bit positive here. Good tee shot in the middle of the fairway. Just going to leave you a short iron and an excellent chance to finish with another birdie.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Frank, you always talk about it not compounding the error, but here again, another shot from the rough.
Yeah, If you try again.
Not close, but not bad either. That one's about 25 feet away. Locked in on the read and the speed. So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18. Trying to limit the damage here. This putt is for bogey. So today, a round of 76. Well, not an especially good start to the tournament, Frank, through one round. They might be in jeopardy of missing the cut.
And they have to remember right now it's just one round, and they are, as you were saying, in the outside looking right in at the moment. But you never know. I've seen golf tournaments won from further back than this.